Nonsensical and paradoxical a cretin narcissists are sure makes one heck of a humdinger for anyone to be able to wrap their head around the idea of, almost like a mystical creature that would have resolved as the product had Stephen King and Dr. Seuss come together and written a book. And to add to the fun of extreme difficulty in even being able to fathom their existence, spotting one of these creatures, well, isn't exactly making the cut on any list of easy things to do in this life, because these creatures, they come in all shapes, they come in all sizes, amongst all genders, races, social classes, and zip codes. They come without warning, they come without call. They come decked out in all sorts of ribbons and bows, like a magical gift from good old Saint Nick, fooling even the best of us, concealed in their likable human gift wrap. But what lies below the outer shell of this bedazzled sarcophagus is not the kind of gift that anyone asks for or hopes to find come Christmas morning, except for possibly Satan, Freddy Krueger, or Krampus, but more like the ghastly demons you dress up as on Halloween, and still secretively keep your fingers crossed that you never find lurking in the darkness of your closet or behind your bed skirt. And that right there, that's how these creatures get you. Because you don't see them coming and no one else knows they're there. But don't let that fool you into thinking that these monsters aren't real, because oh, they very, very much so are. You don't see them coming because they're already there, not in the closet or under the box spring, but the ones that you discover one day lying next to you, or the ones that are tucking you in, the ones that you genuinely cared about, the ones that you loved, gave your best self to, invested your life in. The one that many call mom and dad, ones that others would say are trustworthy, helpful, the life of the party, someone they can talk to, have a good time with, and are happy to have as a neighbor. Because to these creatures, the whole world is a show, donning the most suitable mask for each occasion and altering their phony facade to fit in so they can get others to buy in to their bullshit sales pitch without having any idea what the hell they've just purchased. But what you see is not what you get. The person you think you know is not who they are. Not one little bit. The story of their life as they tell it is nothing more than a chaotic concoction of conjured up delusional tales where the narrative and plot changes with each tick of the second hand on a clock, rewritten, twisted, and bent to fit how they feel in each moment, regardless of logic, regardless of reason, regardless of having absolutely not one speck of proof in the pudding. Because to these creatures, it is all about feelings. If they feel it, it must be factual. If they feel it, it must be true. Because in their delusional hierarchy on Fantasyland Island, they are the only ones of existence that has feelings at all. They are the top dog, the boss in charge, the decider of all decisions. And if you dare express your own opinions, you best scurry right along, because they see this as a threat to you trying to take their place at the throne. And that is something these creatures do not like, and will do anything and take down anyone if they catch but a whiff of threat in your aura, because being head chief prevents them from having to face their arch nemesis, their true self. But there's one little kink in their game that if they don't straighten out in a jiffy, puts their panties in quite a wad. Because you see, in order to keep Fantasy Island and their delusional image up and running, it requires getting external validation from others. So they are always out on the hunt, seeking to find ways to fuel their delusional image by jacking up its ego. And nothing makes these creatures feel more powerful than making others feel small, doing so by luring them in with their flattery, wit, and charm, pumping them up and blowing more smoke up their ass, full of false promises and lies, with absolutely zero intentions of coming through, but rather are intended to hurt them in the long run. Because seeing others in pain over something they've caused just as valuable a fuel as getting praise would, and they will stop at nothing to get this. No level too low that they won't stoop, or limit to how evil they will get. They will use every manipulative tactic in the book. Throw you under the bus, talk down on you to others. They will lie, cheat, steal, crazy make your mind, and brain fuck you till you can't think straight, belittle and berate, insult and degrade you without an ounce of guilt or a shred of remorse, showing you no mercy because they legitimately have none for you. If you put up a fight or call them out on their ways, they will flop things around and say you are to blame. They will not stop when you ask, telling them no or demanding they take responsibility will only get you a front row pass to a full-blown psychotic temper tantrum. So if you're ever dealing with one of these creatures and your intuition starts telling you something doesn't seem right here, take heed to its warning. It's about to get a whole lot worse for you because they have a nose like a bloodhound in detecting the threat of exposing them to all as an imposter. And once they know that you know, that is it. It is done. And it's only but a matter of time when your D-Day will come. Best thing that you can do is to giddy up and run. Run as fast and as far as you possibly can. Don't stop. Don't look back. Just keep running full force ahead because these creatures, they are ruthless, vindictive, sneaky, and conniving. And the only way to beat them is to cut them off of supply and get them out of your life completely, because you deserve and are worth so much more than these demonic, soul-sucking leeches could ever give you. So focus on you. Fuck the narcissist.